హాయ్ వెల్కమ్ టు స్వాగ్ వర్క్షాప్ అందరికి. సో ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళు స్వాగ్ వర్క్షాప్ వచ్చిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. సో స్వాగ్ సేవ్ వాటర్ అండ్ గో గ్రీన్ మనం చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి వింటానే ఉన్నాం. మన స్కూల్స్ లో చెప్తూనే ఉన్నారు డిఫారెస్టేషన్ చేయకూడదు, ప్లాంట్స్ వేయాలి, ప్లాంట్స్ పెంచాలి, తులసి మొక్క ప్రతి ఒక్కరి ఇంట్లో ఉండాలి. మనం చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి కూడా ఈ విషయాలు నేర్చుకుంటూనే ఉన్నాం. సో ఎస్ అక్క. సో చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నేర్చుకుంటూ ఉన్నాము. అలానే వెన్ వీ వాంట్ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ దిస్, ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ స్టార్ట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నామో, ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ స్వాగ్ అనేది ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడానికి మనకి ముందరికి పుషప్ ఇస్తుంది. స్వాగ్ సేవ్ వాటర్ అండ్ గో గ్రీన్. సో ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ హియర్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టు, ఇట్ ఈస్ our responsibility to save our earth, our mother nature. So I welcome Parnita Patri Garu to say a few words about swag. So yes, welcome Parnita Patri Garu.
Hello everyone.
Hi Andy.
Namaste to all of you beautiful souls who have come here for this beautiful presentation on laboring for earth, my dear friends. So let us start with a beautiful video by Brahmashri Patriji, my dear friends.
Our PSUSM has started a new program called as SWAG. It means Save Water and Go Green. S for save, W for water, G for go, and another G for green. Save water and go green, my dear friends. We should not waste water. We should always be very, very careful in conserving our water resources. Let us not waste a drop of water. Every drop of water should be utilized properly. Every drop of water should be used for in the best possible way. If you are wasting water, then you are contributing to the poverty of the nation. If you are conserving water, every drop of water, you are conserving the nature and you are making the nature prosper. We have to conserve water. Whenever you are seeing an open tap, please close it. Let not the water go waste. This is called as save water. And then go green. Plant trees. Everybody should plant trees. That is the most important activity for a man, for a human being, to plant trees. We want a very green planet, not a dry planet. And for plants, water is required. If there is no water, there is no greenery, there are no plants. These are the two important activities for a human being. You have to save water and you must see that everything is green. You must plant trees. While we are enjoying the trees planted by others, we should also plant trees. Everybody is forgetting this point and they are not planting trees at all. Why can't you plant trees? Why are you not aware of that fact, that you must plant trees every day? And always, every minute you must be aware of wasting water, and you must never waste water. Water is a very, very precious commodity. It is a divine commodity. And if you plant a tree, plant a seed, sow a seed, you are making it green. So this is the movement called as SWAG. It means save water and go green. I like everybody to say, save water and go green. Please repeat.
Save water,
Again,
save water and go green.
swag.
Swag.
Flag.
What is swag?
Save water and go green.
Go green.
Again,
Save water and
Water and go green.
again.
save water and go green.
Go
Like this.
green.
Save water and go green.
Go
How
green.
many points?
2 points.
What are the 2 points?
Save
And
water and go
How many
green.
points? What
2
are those
points.
points?
Save water and go
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ
green.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Wow.
yes, my dear friends, that is the message given to all of us by Brahmashri Pitamaha Patriji, my dear friends. And with this, we are going to start today's meditation on nature, my dear friends. Let us all sit in meditation. Please take off your glasses. Start making yourself comfortable to sit in meditation. Clasp your hands. Close your eyes and start observing your breath, my dear friends. Let us all meditate for nature, my dear friends. Close your eyes and start observing your breath. Relax your face. Relax your neck and shoulders. Relax your arms, your chest, and your stomach. Relax your legs. Allow your body to be completely relaxed. Allow yourself to go into a deep state of meditation. Observe your breath. Now visualize yourself in the middle of beautiful trees, a beautiful garden of flowers. Water flowing nearby. You can see many birds over there. Butterflies. You can feel the grass beneath your feet. Cool wind is blowing. You can feel your skin feeling the cool wind. You can see many colors, many colorful trees. You're able to listen to the birds chirping. And the sound of water. How beautiful this nature is. There are beautiful tall mountains that you can see from far away. It is so beautiful. Enjoy the beauty of nature. Become a child again. You are playful. You can play with water, run around, laugh loudly, scream, jump, or just walk. Do whatever you want to do in the midst of this beautiful nature. You're enjoying the beauty like a child. You can play with the water, cold, freezing water. Keep your feet into the water and feel the cold. Splash some water on your face. You can even take a bath in the water if you want. Just be yourself. Have fun. Enjoy nature. You're feeling so happy, so fresh, so joyful, so energetic. So beautiful. Just look around and absorb the beauty of nature into your heart. With this feeling of beauty, joy, happiness, purity, and energy. We are now slowly and slowly allowing ourselves to slowly come out of this beautiful meditation. Let the feeling of beauty, joy, freedom, stay with you when you come out of meditation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us all now hold our hands together and rub them and place them on our eyes for at least 5 to 10 seconds, my dear friends, to let the good energy be absorbed into ourselves. Just place them on your eyes, and you can slowly, slowly open your eyes, my dear friends. I hope everyone has had wonderful meditation, enjoyed in nature, played with nature, played with everything over there, jumped around, screamed, shouted, and you just went happy and joyful, and you enjoyed yourself, the beauty. So, my dear friends, this is what swag is all about. Swag is all about spreading the beauty, spreading the love for nature, spreading the joy to each and every person around us and ourselves. So swag is nothing but save water and go green, my dear friends. And our aim, our objective is that there are just three things, my dear friends. The first one is to save water. The second one is to adopt plant-based food. And the third one is to plant trees. These are the three main objectives of SWAG, which was founded in November 2020, my dear friends. So let us take this message forward to each and every one. And we are going to conduct these weekly sessions every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., my dear friends. Every Saturday, we are going to call one speaker to speak and teach us how to love nature, how to contribute our bit towards the conservation of nature. So this is what we are going to do, my dear friends. And let us spread the word for swag to whomever you can, your friends, your colleagues, your college, your teachers, your society, your community. Just spread the word and let everyone take action. Everyone take part in this beautiful green movement called swag. Thank you, my dear friends, for coming over. And now I would like to ask our first speaker of this particular event, weekly event, our master, Hanish Undramatla, who is going to tell us and talk about laboring for Mother Earth, my dear friends. Hanish, the stage is yours. Please take it over.
So thank you so much. Yeah, I hope I'm clearly audible to you, all of you. Okay. So first of all, that's a very wonderful meditation. Connecting with the earth. So I would like to talk a few things about how we actually, in the modern world, have been disconnected from our nature. Our nature, which is nothing but our earth. We have a lot of disconnection is happening in the modern world, and which is actually leading to a lot of problems. So that is the reason we need to bring it back. We need to bring the connection back. And there are many scientific studies and evidences about this. I would like to share my screen and show actually connecting to the earth is not just about the earth. It's indeed actually helping you. Most people think that when you are asked to work for earth, it's not just earth getting benefited. There is a lot of benefits that you are getting from the earth. And there is a lot of scientific research behind it. So in ancient, our Vedas, there's a lot of information about earth. Even in Greek philosophy, there's a lot of information about earth. With your kind permission, I will just share my screen a bit and talk more about connecting to the earth and through laboring for the earth. I hope all of you can see my screen. So, SWAG, Save Water, Go Green initiative. It is more of a responsibility and it is more of a compassion nature that we have when we do things like this. So today, let us dive deep into the topic, laboring for Mother Earth. So, what is the idea of laboring for Mother Earth? So the basic idea is, to be conscious, of serving the environment, enriching the environment, helping the environment in your bit by not polluting it, by not being unconscious about your activities. And all these things is actually a spiritual principle. Of course, it is a social responsibility, but moreover, it's also a spiritual principle and it is a natural expression of compassion towards our earth. The earth, we think, is not just a material, it is a living form. It is the form of, it is the intelligence that actually created. Just imagine, do you think we just breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide? And do you think if the trees are created to take this carbon dioxide and give us oxygen? Do you think there is no intelligence behind it? There is a lot of intelligence that we cannot understand about the creation. So Mother Earth is always breathing and she is always moving and she is always alive. So down to earth measures are the only option for us right now to save Mother Earth. Whatever we do is a reflection of how the earth behaves. Whatever happens, the pandemics or whatever, anything that is happening in the world is nothing but a reflection of the consciousness that we are having, to the activities that we are doing. So even in the Vedas, we have it. From time immemorial, we call it Bhudevi or Mother, which actually in the mean of earth is my mother and I am her son. So this is what we Indians actually do it. And even in the verses like Prithvi Shudra in Atharvana Veda, she is worshipped for providing everything like air, water, soil, food, all these things, all the medicinal herbs, rivers, the climate. So we Indians especially are people who are deeply connected with the earth from time immemorial. Only and only in the recent advancements and the recent technological advancements that we are having and worship of city culture, where we made it into a complete cement world. So we should clearly understand the message. Whatever we do, Mother Earth, may whatever we take from you in the sense, whatever I dig from you, grow back again quickly, and may we not injure you by our labor. So whatever you are taking, whatever you are working through labor, you are actually making the earth suffer. If you're doing good things like planting trees, then you are actually helping the earth. That is the nature. But what we are doing is we are cutting down the trees, but not planting them. We are blocking the rivers, and we are taking so much from her, but we are forgetting to give it back. And even in Greek mythology, they call Mother Earth as Gaia, which means the earth goddess. She was indeed worshipped as the universal mother who gave birth to the first gods and humans, and they considered it is the intelligence behind this earth's entire architecture of all these things. So they used to worship it. Not only they, we Indians, the Greeks, all the ancient people used to worship Mother. But only in the recent times, most of us have actually forgotten to even talk about it. So, earth as it is alive as we are, and we live in symbiotic relationship with her. So, whenever we lose touch with that awareness that she is alive, we begin living top of her instead with her. So, when this happens, automatically our natural cycle, our natural rhythms are lost. And the symptoms of being out of sync with the nature, it is also known as circadian rhythms, which includes like stress, physical tension, emotional frustration, depression, and all these contribute to this ongoing illnesses that we are having as somewhere related to coming out of our nature. Our nature is being peaceful, our nature is being calm, our nature is being being in abundance, our nature is being in so much of happiness. But if you are experiencing any of these systems, it clearly is an indication of that we are completely out of sync with our nature. And in fact, there is a medically recognized disorder caused by being out of balance with nature called circadian rhythm disorder, or CRD, which we have spoke. That means what happens is your hormones and neurotransmitters are affected when you have the circadian rhythms are out of balance. So what happens is it results in like sleep disorders. Now you would be having appetite issues. You might be having hormonal imbalances. You might be having mood swings, and many of these things are when we are out of the nature, when we are not connected with our nature. So when I say connection with nature, you need to understand that all the 5 elements that are in the nature are also inside us. The fire, the air, the water, the earth, and the ether, or energy, or space, which we call. All these 5, we are made of these 5 elements. If you understand, all your flesh, skin, bones, teeth, and all these are the earth element. The oxygen you take inside and the carbon dioxide you exhale, it is the air element. And the blood, the liquid element, is the water, that is the water element. And in the same way, we are completely connected with our earth energetically. So the space inside us is the energy, and we are connected energetically with our earth. So all the 5 elements of nature are actually the elements which actually made us. And when we are out of sync with this nature, automatically these issues are happening. So Mother Earth actually helps us both with our physical and emotional healing. So it gives a lot of emotional equilibrium when you have a connection. So emotional, actually, naturally, we all of us have some emotional problems. There is a lot of emotional issues for each and every person going on. But Imagine or just recollect by the time you were in nature, in a park, or the time you were in beach, or the time you were sitting under a tree, or somewhere in a huge garden. Imagine how your emotions were. Are you having the negative emotions, or are you having a complete positive emotions? Just imagine, you definitely might have noticed the difference of the emotions that you have when you are connected with nature and you are not connected with nature. Because the negative ions, they help us feel calmer. And in that calm, your intuition and spiritual insights have space in which to be noticed. And I will tell you more about the negative ions in the coming slides. So, physical and emotional healing progresses in the presence of Mother Nature because you relax enough, you relax so much enough that the positive things will start to happen. So, connecting with the earth is an instant way to discharge these unwanted energies that we have. Not only that, but connecting with the nature actually restores our energy field. Now, it also promotes an instant sense of calmness, which you might have already observed. It gives a lot of mental and emotional clarity, and it helps us in getting in touch with our true self. And there are many other benefits of connecting with the nature. So let us come to a little bit science of laboring for the earth. So our bodies are actually electrically charged, as every atom is bound by electrons. Most of the scientific community know this. Similarly, the earth is an electrically charged body as it receives electricity from the sun. They split in the ionosphere. So negative particles, actually the negative particles are brought to Earth's surface, to things like lightning and many other things. While the positively charged particles remain in the atmosphere. So what is the relevance to us? So these free negatively charged particles or electrons on the surface are beneficial to our health. When you get connected to the earth, what happens? But today what is happening in the modern society, we have put a layer of plastic between ourselves, our body and the earth. I don't know how many of you might imagine the last time you actually walked barefoot on earth, on the grass. Could be even months, based on your lifestyle and the place you are living in. So what happens is this prevents the natural flow of electrons from reaching us and stimulating blood flow. But when you are grounded, we receive excess electrons from the earth. When you directly touch the ground with your bare feet, when you plant trees with your bare hands, when you do some work that involves mud and the earth, when you work completely with bare hands, with your plants, and do some planting, when you are doing anything with your bare body and you are touching the earth, so we receive this electrons, the excess of electrons. And it's believed that these electrons slow the inflammation process, allowing the body to heal quicker. So there are many studies which actually showed that a few hours of grounding, that means connecting with the earth, you can be sitting in the grass or hugging a tree or planting some plants or anything, can thin our blood vessels, and it improves the blood flow. So it's clearly shown in many studies, it's clearly observed in many studies. And these are some other things that we actually have. Improve sleeping, reduce chronic pains, and normalize our day-night cortisol rhythm. We all know that cortisol is someone which actually is a stress hormone, which actually helps us positively in some way and also negatively in a lot of ways. And today, the world is full of stress. Everyone is stressed with workload, and everyone is stressed with relationships, Everyone is stressed with financials. Everything, in every aspect, there is stress. Everyone is having, some people are having ill health, which is actually leading to stress. They think a lot about their ill health. They think a lot about their relationships. They think a lot about their money problems, and this is giving a lot of stress. And the stress is out of the normal range. So when you connect to earth, when you observe the calmness, it clearly means that the stress levels completely come down. So finally, I would like to, you know, share this message again. Mother Earth, may whatever I dig from you, you grow back again quickly and may not endure us by your labor. So whatever we are doing to the Mother Earth, by throwing plastics into the oceans, by throwing plastic into the rivers, by throwing plastic into some ecological places, whatever we are doing, all these are injuries that we are doing to the Mother Earth, and all this will come back to us. So I pray to Mother Earth that, Mother Earth, may whatever I dig from you, you please grow back again quickly, or whatever the benefit I got from you because of cutting you or injuring you or whatever it is, may that you recover quickly, and may we not injure you by our labor. That is what I want to pray for the Mother Earth. So how can we get connected to Mother Earth? In numerous ways, as I already said. Connecting with the plants inside your house is also a connection. No one connects with plants. Our thoughts, our feelings are directly connected to the plants. Indeed, there was an experiment in a school. The experiment was done to make students understand how our thoughts, our words, our emotions really affect the plants. So what they did is they took two plants, each coming from the same source, and they kept it in two different rooms. And in one room, the students were asked to go and talk all the negative things or negative aspects about the plant, like you are really unworthy, you are really a waste, and all the negative words, like how generally students bully others. And on the other room, the students were asked to go and talk only whatever it is completely positive. Just, you are really a wonderful being. It is because of you we are surviving. You are, the best that we have. All the positive things. And they watered the plants equally, and everything is same. But within just a matter of 25 days, the plant which was abused started to droop. It started to lose its charm. Its leaves started falling. On the other hand, the plant which was actually received the positive words and thoughts was actually growing in a very vibrant way. So this experiment is actually made for the students to understand how their words actually affect others, even the nature. For us, in our context, if you observe it, it clearly shows us that whatever we think, whatever we feel, whatever we say, the earth is receiving it. The nature is receiving it. The plants are receiving it. That is how much we are connected, guys. That is how much we are really connected with our earth. One day, a small story happened where Buddha was walking in a garden full of grass. When he was walking, his disciples were following, 3 of his disciples. What they observed is, as soon as Buddha as soon as he started walking. When he kept his foot and removed his foot for the next step, the grass actually was standing up again. But while the disciples were walking, the grass was being crushed. So they did not understand. And they went to Buddha and they asked, Buddha, what is this? Why, when you step on the grass is coming back to its original shape. But when we are stepping on the grass, it is like going in a crushed manner. Then Buddha said, the earth knows that I am her and she is me. And I know that I am no different from her and I will never cause any harm to her. And he left. So that is how even our ancient philosophers, our yogis, our sages, and all are so much connected with earth. That is how we also should bring back this connection, my friends. We have to make this connection again. We can do it in multiple ways. We can sit under a tree. We can do gardening. We can, dirt our hands with the earth. We can actually, if you're a working professional, what you can do is you can either take some dirt or mud if you're working from home and you have to sit all the time near the computer. You can bring a small plate of sand or something and keep your legs on this sand while you're working, just as if you're connecting to the earth. And you can do many multiple things with the earth, which will establish the connection again and bring your true nature out. So swag is a movement of not just planting trees. It is about enlightening individuals, becoming more conscious about their acts, their deeds, and not only their acts and deeds, but the way they think, the way they feel about the environment. That is the main motto of swag. Saving water and going green in every way possible, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So that is how, my friends, we can all establish a superb connection with the earth and get back, we can get back all the benefits that actually Mother wants to give to us, the Mother Earth wants to give us. It's the super and supreme intelligence. Mother Earth is not just a living, non-living thing. Many people think Earth, when they say Earth, they think it's a non-living object. Mother Earth produces rocks, Mother Earth produces crystals, and we all know how crystals aid in healing people. Mother Earth is giving crystals for us to heal. It is producing it for us, and which is having a major effect. So it clearly shows that Mother Earth is actually trying to do everything positive to us. So let us all pledge to be conscious in whatever we are doing, in every manner, in every thought, in every emotion, in every word, when we are working with the earth. Just a very thought of a very small decision of not throwing the plastic wrapper onto the ground, not just picking the cutting the trees. Every small act. Let's be a little bit more conscious from today. The more the conscious we are, slowly it will have a domino effect that one day you will feel a surge of energy and connection with the earth. My friends, this is what I actually want to say today. And I hope all of you have understood the science also behind labeling the earth or connecting with the earth. And if you have any questions, I think I would be answering them. So I would like to ask uh, Sister Parinita Patriji to uh, host to come back and give a valuable message, or if you have any questions, I would like to answer.
That was a truly wonderful, wonderful presentation, Hanish. We truly learned a lot, and it is reminding us of our responsibility towards our Mother Earth. It is reminding us as to what we need to do to revive Mother Earth and conserve Mother Earth. And that is something, that is all it is. Today, being a Labor Day, my dear friends, we need to take an oath. We need to promise to Mother Earth that we will do something, whatever is in my power, whatever is it in your power. We need to do anything that is in our power. So that is a message of Hanish's presentation. My dear friends, we're truly grateful for giving his time and telling us about his learnings and his message to all of us. Yes, my dear friends, if you have any questions to Hanish, or if you want to share your thoughts or your experiences in meditation, you can really you can raise your hands and we will unmute you for that.
Thank you so much, Hanish Garu and Parinita Patri Garu. It's a wonderful session. It's a blissful meditation and blissful messages from Hanish Garu. Thank you so much for coming. And
Thank you.
I request each and everyone to on their videos. We should be like it is like introduction section now. Let's on our videos and talk to our Parinita Patri Garu and Hanish Garu. So yes, just on your videos and ask your questions.
Guys, this is a party that we're having. We are all here to have fun, discuss, talk to each other, share our thoughts, viewpoints, everything, so that, we are here to have fun and we are here to learn from each other. We are here to take something away from this particular session that we are having. And we are going to have this every week, my dear friends. So please raise your hands and you can share anything that you want. No one here is going to judge you whatsoever. So please come up and share your thoughts with us, and you can share your experiences with us. How did you like the meditation? How did you like the subject? Do you have any questions for Hanish? Just come up and ask.
Just raise your hand if anyone wants to shoot a question. Just raise your hand. Not only questions, you can also share experiences, regarding nature or this meditation or this session. You can
Yes,
also,
Rekha.
share your
Yes, Rekha ji, Rekha Poddar ji, please. You can
yes.
unmute
Yes,
yourself
you can
right now.
unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Wonderful session. First of all, it's a very enlightening session for the Mother Earth. Actually, we all love Mother Earth, but we don't know how to protect and how to care. And this session will be very knowledgeable session. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. It's a wonderful session, and thank you,
Thank
Hanish.
you. Thank you, Sam.
You
Thank
have
you, Rekha.
given such a great light. See how we can improve our views and how we can communicate with our Mother Earth, and we can save our Mother. It is a collective effort, and collectively we can do. We will do. Surely we will do.
Super.
Collectively we will surely do. Will do. Definitely, sir. And thank you, Parinita ma'am. It is a wonderful program you are doing, and we all are part of this swag, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much. And this is the kind of inspiration that we are all looking for.
Yes,
You inspire us. We are just here to inform you. We are only playing the role of informers, and you are the ones who are inspiring us each and every day to do much more for Mother Nature.
yes.
So, my dear friends, please switch on your videos.
Ma'am,
I would like to ask Dr.
give some-
Lokia.
Guys, just unmute yourself. Just mute yourself if you are not talking. It's too much disturbance here. Just mute yourself. Yes, thank you. Yes, Parinita. Yeah.
Okay, I think Dr. Lokia wants to give a small message here. So if you can, yeah. Yeah, hi. Please be clear and loud. Yeah.
Please switch on your video, Lokya.
Because I'm outside, I couldn't switch on mine.
Acha, okay.
but
Fine. Go ahead.
I want to talk. Good evening, one and all. It's a very nice session and wonderful session. And the initiation of swag is very good objectives. First time I attended this session, I felt very happy because since 2 days I'm connecting with Mother Earth. What I feel since 2 days I'm continuously doing meditation for almost 3 to 4 hours. What I could feel myself inside is that now the earth is in the process of regeneration and it is undergoing a fast process of healing. Now it's very easy to connect with Mother Earth, and we have to support her in her evolution. And it's time to labor for our Mother Earth. That is my experience in these 2 days. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Lokya.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, Akshaya, do you want to say something? Okay. All right, my dear friends. So this is what we need to do. And I heard that many of the hospitals that we know, the hospitals are filled with corona patients, and they have consumed so much of oxygen. And these hospitals have taken initiative. Some of the hospitals have taken initiative to give a plant to the discharged corona patient, and they in turn are planting those plants in the hospital premises bearing their name, because they know that the oxygen that we have consumed during our treatment process will have to be given back to the nature. And that is how these hospitals are giving a message. So there has been an idea which has come up, and if you can implement it. This is just an idea. If you want to adopt, you can adopt. We can actually get in touch with these hospitals and ask them to give 2 plants instead. One to be planted in the hospital and the other to be planted in their home. And they will in turn take care of the plant, and this is how the planting thing will go as a viral thing, and each and every person will be planting more and more trees and getting more and more oxygen. That is the aim of, we need to create more and more oxygen so that we don't run out of oxygen. So let us plant more and more trees, and you can give us ideas, more and more ideas, and so that we can implement it. Yes, Yasa Suresh Kumarji. Please switch on your video and please talk. Yeah.
మనం అందరం కూడా ఫ్రూట్స్ ఇంట్లో తింటుంటాం కదా మేడం. తింటున్నప్పుడు ఆ గింజలు ఉంటాయి కదా మేడం, ఆ గింజల్ని మనం ఒక దగ్గర పెట్టుకోవాలి మేడం. పెట్టుకొని పౌర్ణమికి కానీ లేకపోతే ఎప్పుడైనా ట్రెక్కింగ్.
What happened? Yes.
ఆ అడవిలోకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అక్కడ ఆ గింజల్ని నాటటము, లేకుంటే ఎక్కడైనా నర్సరీలో ఇచ్చి మొక్కల్లాగా చేయటము చేస్తే బాగుంటది మేడం. నేను లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ నేను గింజలన్నిటినీ ఒక దగ్గర దాచిపెట్టి మా ఊరి దగ్గర అడవిలో చల్లేసి వచ్చాను మేడం. ఈ ఇయర్ కూడా అట్లే కొన్ని గింజలు డబ్బాలో పెట్టి ఇట్లా పక్కకు పెడతాను మేడం. సపోటా గింజలు మేడం. లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఏమో బాదం గింజలు అవన్నీ ఒక బత్తాలో తీసుకెళ్లి ఆ బత్తాలో అవన్నీ అడవిలో వేసేసి వచ్చాను మేడం. అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు రేపు ఏ సీజన్ లో అయినా, ఇప్పుడు రేపు మామిడికాయలు వస్తాయి, మామిడికాయలు తింటాం, కానీ టెంకి పారేస్తాం. అలా పారేయకుండా పక్కకు పెట్టాలి, ఒక దగ్గర పెట్టి దాన్ని సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు నర్సరీకి ఇచ్చి నర్సరీలో మొక్కను చేసి దాన్ని ఎక్కడో ఒక దగ్గర నాటాలి. అట్లే సపోటాలు వచ్చినప్పుడు సపోటా, సీతాఫలాలు వచ్చినప్పుడు సీతాఫలాలు, నేరేడు పండ్లు వచ్చినప్పుడు నేరేడు పండ్లు, అట్లా ఏ పండు అయితే ఆ పండు, ఏది తింటే అది గింజ పారేయకుండా. హలో మేడం.
Yes, yes, yes.
ఇది బెస్ట్ వే అని నాకు అనిపించింది మేడం. నేను అట్లనే మన కట్టాల దగ్గర మహేశ్వర మహాపిరమిడ్ చుట్టూరు కోనోకార్పస్ చెట్లు ఉన్నాయి కదా మేడం. ఆ చెట్ల కాయలు తీసుకొచ్చేసి ఒక 3000 గింజ ఇక్కడ మా దగ్గర నర్సరీలో ఇచ్చాం మేడం. అది ఇప్పుడు ప్లాంటేషన్ అయితే మళ్ళీ ఆగస్ట్ లో ప్లాంటేషన్ చేయొచ్చు. అది మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
Okay.
చెప్తామని.
Yes, yes, yes. To the persons who have not understood what he said, Yasa Suresh Kumar, who is also a SWAG volunteer, my dear friends, he is suggesting that all of us, when we eat fruits, when we consume fruits, it can be any fruit, mango or sitafal or sapota or any fruit that we consume, we need to set aside those seeds, plant them as plants in our own home or nurseries, and then we can distribute them everywhere, or we can plant them anywhere that we like. And we also need to make sure that they are taken care of after we plant it. So that is Yasa Suresh Kumar's suggestion and message for all of us, which is very, very, very valid point. This is something which we all need to do, and we all welcome ideas and suggestions, because any idea, all ideas are valuable. No idea is, please don't judge your ideas, basically. Just tell us your ideas and we can do that. And I have already put in the chat box that you can join the WhatsApp groups. We have the website for that, and we also have given you the web email address wherein you can send your photos and videos of how to save water, how to adopt plant-based food, and how to plant trees. Yes, my dear friends. Anyone else would like to speak?
I think Shushmita will be speaking. She raised her hand and she unmuted.
Yes, Jaswant.
Shushmita, I think. Can you speak, Ms. Shushmita?
Jaswant, you can unmute yourself and you can speak.
హాయ్ అక్క.
Hi, Jaswant.
అక్క, నా ఐడియా ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు చాలా మంది దగ్గర పొలాలు ఉంటాయి, ఆర్ ఇంట్లో నాటుకున్న మొక్కలు ఉంటాయి కదా, వాటికి ఫెర్టిలైజర్స్ కోసం, అంటే పురుగు పట్టకుండా ఉండటం కోసం వేరే దాని దగ్గర నుంచి ఫెర్టిలైజర్స్ తెప్పించి మందులు జల్లిస్తారు. అవి ఆ మందు వల్ల ఏమవుతుందంటే ఆ చెట్లు కొన్ని పాడైపోతాయి, ఆర్ కొన్ని చెట్లు బాగుపడతాయి. ఆ కొన్ని చెట్లు కూడా, పాడైపోయిన చెట్లు కూడా బాగుపడాలంటే ఆర్గానిక్ మెథడ్ లో మనం ఏదైనా ఫెర్టిలైజ్ చేస్తే అవి పాడైపోయే చెట్లు కూడా ఇంకా బాగా తయారవుతాయి అని నా ఉద్దేశం. నేను ఈ మొన్న మధ్యన ఏం చేశానంటే, నాకు తెలిసిన బ్రదర్ ఏం చెప్పాడంటే, మనం ఏదైతే ఫ్రూట్స్ కానీ వెజిటేబుల్స్ కానీ కట్ చేసిన వేస్టేజ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఆ వేస్టేజ్ ని ఒక టబ్బులో వేసి, దాంతో పాటు కోకోనట్ పీస్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఆ పీచుని రంపపు పొట్టుని మొత్తాన్ని కలిపి బాగా ఒక 2-3 months ఆగిన తర్వాత మొత్తాన్ని మిక్స్ చేసి, ఆ వచ్చిన మిక్చర్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో దాన్ని పొలాల్లోకి మన నాటుకున్న ప్లేసెస్ లో వేస్తే చెట్లు పాడవకుండా ఉంటాయని అన్నారు. ఇంకా అలా నేను చేశాను అన్నమాట. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Jaswant. Thank you for such a wonderful idea. I could not translate the whole thing in English, but then I will put the comments in the YouTube channel and the Facebook pages, definitely. But his main idea is to use organic fertilizers for agriculture. That is the main idea, so that we do not spoil our soil, spoil our plants by using these processed or other fertilizers that are available in the market. Let us use organic fertilizers, and the procedure that he has just mentioned, I will make sure that we will put the entire description in the YouTube channel or in the page that we are sharing it with everyone. Yes, Satnaranji.
Yes, you can talk, Andy.
You can unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Namaste, Parnita ji. Namaste. I'm from SWAG group. I think I texted you also. From Chennai, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember.
Yes. I have organic terrace gardens for more than 5 years, ma'am, in my terrace. We are in Chennai. It's a concrete jungle now. And nowadays, no, all are paying money for getting oxygen. But once you come and see in my terrace, we have more than around 400, 500 plants are there. Lot of oxygen will be there. And I'm providing organic food also for my family. So we can grow our own food. That is in the terrace, and side by side we can plant in and around whatever the sometimes plant seeds also will come germinate, and that thing we can share it to the streets also. Like that we can make greenery, ma'am. And purely organic only we are doing everything based on the cow dung manure, goat manure, and this thing vermicompost, all those things, and homemade manures also. Through this, no, like each and everyone do like this, and we can avoid that pesticide vegetables and all, vegetables and greens and all you can avoid, and maximum we can consume 60 to 70% from our garden, terrace garden, vegetable garden. That's what if they don't have place also, they can make grow keep some garden in the terrace, man. That's what we can spread greenery. This is what I'm ready to help you in this spark also.
Beautiful,
Okay,
sir. And we are ready
Thank
to
you,
receive your help as well. Thank you so
Sure,
much.
ma'am. That's what, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for being there
Yes.
and
Yes, ma'am.
inspiring us with your work.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Sure,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you. Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, my dear friends, we need to grow food. We can grow food. I mean, it's not like it's a hard and fast rule, but we can grow food in our own homes, in our rooftop gardens, in our gardens, in our kitchens, in our windows. We can plant many microgreens or, like any food plants in our own home. So by using organic fertilizers and organic manures, we can really improve the quality of the soil as well as the plants. So my dear friends, I think that is today's workshop, our first ever workshop. For this week, my dear friends, we will be seeing you again next week with yet another passionate person who is really, really, really passionate towards conserving Mother Earth. So we are going to call many, many, many more experts, passionate people, and persons who have done extensive work to conserve Mother Earth. So we will be back with you yet again next week on Saturday, 8 to 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time, my dear friends. Do catch up and do spread this message so that many, many other people can also learn a lot and gain a lot of knowledge from these sessions. Thank you so much, everyone. This is Parinita Patri signing off. Then this is SWAG team. Namaste.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and thank you so much, Anish Garu and Parinita Patri Garu, for hosting the SWAG workshop. Like, everyone in this group should take this responsibility. We all can work for nature together through SWAG. So just on your videos and say SWAG. We're all a SWAG team, just say SWAG.
Right.
Yes. So I want everyone to on their videos and just say, we are all SWAG team. We're all SWAG volunteers.
Guys, are you SWAG team or not? Just
on your videos.
Yeah, Revati madam is also here. Yes. My dear lovely, 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 lovely people, beautiful souls, my dear SWAG warriors, let us switch on our videos and show ourselves what we are, and we need to really SWAG this movement.
Yes. Let's SWAG together, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.